Being introverted or shy does not have to hold you back from being really effective on camera. People like Elon Musk, Emma Watson, Oprah, Keanu Reeves, these are really great examples of people who are powerful on camera. So if it's not holding them back, it doesn't need to hold you back either. So if you look at a definition, it says an introvert is a shy or a reticent person. Like you may expect kind of body language like this. But recently I've learned from some psychologists and even some clients that we filmed who are experts on the subject that an introvert goes way beyond someone who's quiet or shy. Many of them are very powerful figures in our society. Like I said, Oprah is one, Keanu Reeves is another, and you see these people out in front of the camera doing incredible things. So being an introvert is more than being shy. It really has more to do with someone who tends to be more introverted, introspective is a good way to say it, focused on or thinking about their feelings, their thoughts, and how they see the world. That's in contrast to an extrovert whose energy and feelings are more directed to the outside world, interested in what's going on around them and wanting to be a part of that. So in this video, I am going to focus on how both can succeed, but especially we're going to talk about the introvert, and we'll probably do another video on extroverts and what they need to work on camera because it is very different. The way that this experience of talking to a camera feels for me, who is an introvert, meaning I do need my time to draw inward and think and recharge and get my ideas, and I don't need like a boardroom full of people to get myself energized to do something. There's a fire burning in me all the time with ideas and things I want to create and people I want to help. I don't have a problem creating that. I actually get tired if I am in a really busy room or a party. I can only do that for so long and then I need to go recharge somewhere. More dominant than shyness is just this need to recharge personally, time alone, and then going out and doing what I need to do versus someone else who may really need to be in a group to get excited and is less excited when they're by themselves at a desk trying to write something. They may need to write by community, whereas I'm more than happy to bury myself in my office and write screenplays or put together a video idea and put all of that together just from my own energy. So perhaps you could tell us, I'd like to see what the percentage is of introverts versus extroverts who are interested in video. If you can put that in the comments. Are you someone who recharges from a party in a crowd and you need to be around other people? Or are you someone who needs that time alone to recharge and then go out and take care of your family or your business or whatever you're doing? So go ahead and put that in the comments because we want to have a discussion going here. Next, what scares you? If you are afraid of being in front of a crowd, there's a real beauty in this whole thing we call YouTube. The fact that I'm here with just Alicia and we have Sebastian who's just joined us. We don't have a large crowd here, and yet through the power of video, I can reach thousands, even millions of people with this message, with any message, just by having this ability to convey it to the camera as if you were here. So just a comparison, introvert versus extrovert and the experience they might have on camera is a superpower introverts have is that they do have this inner furnace. They're able to recharge and they can really plow through, and I can be excited about giving this content to you even if no one is there, versus an extrovert might struggle sometimes. In fact, we've had a few clients that we filmed that was the hardest part. There's two reasons. One, you could be filming alone and that lens is not giving you anything back. It is a black hole that I'm just staring into. If I look over at Alicia and I try to cheat, well, I kind of change the frame. I need to look right at the camera in order to connect with you. But here's the problem for an extrovert, and we've seen this a few times. Even if we are there behind the two cameras, as a person running camera, we are trained not to move, not to distract, not to be doing stuff or we try to send that energy, but for an extrovert, that's so challenging because, they're waiting for someone to say, that was really good. And we can't keep interrupting the video in order to do so. So extroverts can actually draw on this idea of introverts with some planning and just planning ahead to envision that person that they're talking to. You're gonna have to just use your imagination, because your camera person, your directors, your producers, they won't be able to feed you that energy while you're performing. Once it's done and we're cut, then yeah, we can laugh. Sometimes we have to hold the laughs in because we don't want to break up your video and your flow. Now back to the introverts, remember the superpower is that they have that thinking time. They care very deeply about doing things well. And so for me, it's worth it to do something like YouTube, to be able to teach you what I know so that you can benefit. So in your business, being mindful, and we're working with clients right now that are teaching us all these different temperament types, which has been really helpful for our business, because really you have to not just do business the way that works for you. The best way is to have a real connection with people. So we have people who may have a very extroverted personality and they want all this face-to-face. Or we may have someone else who's more introverted, and we can be sensitive to them as a provider by maybe sending them videos, especially in explaining something that maybe they feel shy about, or they're worried about their appearance on camera. Maybe they've asked us what they can do to how to dress or how to do makeup or how to work on their speech patterns, how to move on camera. If they're introverted, by sending them a video, they can watch it in their own time, quietly study it, and then they'll be ready the next time they come to film, because you know they've spent the time alone studying exactly what to do to improve. One last thing about introverts: as you stretch yourself and you decide you want to get out on camera because what you have is of such great value that the world needs more of what you have to share. Great people out there. Ron Howard, he's more of an introverted director than an extrovert. Even Peter Jackson, who did all the Lord of the Rings series, they don't have any problem communicating with people on their set, and I feel the same. I can bring it when I need to come. I may pay for it the next day and need a little more downtime to recharge, but it's worth it. People are worth it. So because they're worth it, we will take that step and go ahead and invest in creating that project with people. Just to finish on someone who's done a really great job with a career on camera and as a producer and an actor, Keanu Reeves is one of those quiet people who doesn't in his own life actually try to draw a lot of attention, but as an actor, he has that quietness so that when he goes big, it's so much bigger. He is able to have this dynamic range of very quiet, very still. And then when he goes big, you know it's a big deal. So introverts, this video is for you, especially pushing you a little bit further. We would love to challenge you to create something based on this video. In other words, something that scares you. Create a goal, something that you're going to do to get yourself out on camera. And if you care about it enough, that's all an introvert really needs. So put in the comments a goal that you have, something that you can create and share. Again, we like you to share those in the comments below. You can give us the link, and we can develop a real film community here where we can support each other. As always, we're your video allies. You've got this, we've got your back, and we can't wait to see what you create.